Hey everybody, got a 2021 Chevy Silverado RST 1500, yeah, 271. I ordered the SDHQ ditch mount brackets from them. This is my third set that I've ordered for my third different vehicle. Previous vehicle I had was a Toyota 4Runner. I ordered a set of brackets for it, installed them myself. Vehicle before that was a Ram 2500. I got same SDHQ brackets from them too as well. And now I'm about to install these right here. And the only reason I'm making a video on this particular one is because I didn't see any videos online on YouTube. And these brackets right here are a little bit different than the normal ditch brackets I think most people are used to seeing, because they don't mount to the hood bolts like the Toyota 4Runner and the Ram 2500s did. Like literally when you order those brackets, they're just brackets. You remove these nuts right here and put the bracket on and reinstall the nuts and bam, you're done. These on the other hand actually mount further back. As you can tell here, I already taped this off right here so I wouldn't mess up my paint or anything that scratch it. But there was little plastic cowl pieces right here on each side, one over there too. I went ahead and removed the cowls. They were pretty simple. You just kind of like just press out, and then they snap on right here and here. This right here is where the antenna was, so of course I unscrewed the antenna. The next step was to remove these two bolts here and here with a 10mm socket. That's what I was getting ready to do next. So I'll even show you those cowls that I'm talking about. These are the cowl pieces that were on there. You see that's where the antenna was. It was like that. You just kind of like pull out this way, and then there's you pop up right there, you pop out that way. So they were pretty easy. Of course, I did not know how they came out until I just started pushing on it. But yeah, came out like that right there. But you can tell here that these brackets right here are a little bit more different than what I'm used to seeing with many more parts and stuff like that. I've already installed these little plastic protective covering pieces right here that the instructions asked me to do already. And I've already attached these little clips right here on this bracket on both of these pieces here. But let me get to taking the next step and taking that antenna off, and I'll get right back. All right. Hey everybody, back. Got to a step here, step 4. Talks about remove the Torx T30 head bolt circled below. Talking about this screw right here. I did get that one out. That one's pretty easy. I just use a normal wrench and a socket. A 13mm socket says here, came right out. However, this T30 is actually a little more trickier, and I'll show you why. So in the picture, it definitely shows, it looks like they're installing this on a 2500, but the actual placement of this screw on a 1500 is a little bit different. So I think the brackets are the same for the 15 all the way up to the 3500, and I think the difference comes in these brackets right here. These right here I think are the support brackets for the 1500s. I'm not sure if you use this for the 2500s or not, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So T30 socket, sorry I keep going back and forth here. This is what I was trying to use right here, just a T30 with ratchet or whatever. Wasn't working because there's the bolt right there that I'm trying to get out, but you see how close it is to the glass right here. So what I did was I didn't have a 1/4-inch wrench to fit around like the little T30 adapter right there, the little T30 Torx bit right there. That socket one wouldn't reach because it would extend like way out here, and this is glass. This is part of a windshield here. So I just used an adjustable wrench, put it around the piece right here, tighten it down, and man, I can't even get my finger in between there how close that is right there. So that's the only thing I had in my garage to use at the time. Something else to note too, when you remove the two 10mm bolts from this right here, these bolts are supposed to come out, but they didn't come right out because see how thick this is right here. If you see it, but there's actually rubber insulated in between there. So when you take those 10mm sockets out of the brackets here, you actually got to kind of pull and twist those bolts out in order to get those bolts out. But yeah, I just want to show you real quick how close that was. Like you can tell here, it's got these 2 rivets right here, and then it attaches to this bolt right here, whereas the diagram does not show that those 2 rivets. Those 2 rivets in the place right there. It just shows like right there on the fender. So I'm assuming this right here is a picture of a 2500 on the tape. But anyways, just thought I'd let you know. All right, I'm back. Been about 15 minutes since the last video I just made. The instructions for the 1500 series doesn't really specify which hole to use here. I see 2 holes there, and that's for this bracket right here to go in. I ended up using the center hole. This is just for 1500s, this little bracket right here. The 2500s, I don't think use this bracket, but I ended up just using the center hole right there in it. Ultimately, I'll show you what it looks like. Here's the bracket, the driver's side bracket that I installed. It's very sturdy. However, it's a pain in the butt. You can see down there, you can see that aluminum bushing. There's the long M8 bolt with the washer already on it right there. That was kind of a pain in the butt to get in there. So if you got big hands, good luck fishing your hand down up inside there to get that bolt on. Over here, there you go, kind of see it right there. There's that T30 Torx bit that was really difficult to get out just because there's the glass right there, so you really didn't have a whole lot of room to fit anything down there to turn. So I kind of like took that little bracket with the little socket, T30 socket or adapter bit, and used an adjustable wrench, put it around it, tighten it down. And then there's that little, if you can see it, there's that small little bracket right there. And then there's one of the other bolts that it supplied with you, supplied with the kit. And then it just goes back behind it and tightens it down. But it is definitely sturdy though, for sure. So on to the passenger side. So the way this is going here, this bracket is going to be the passenger side bracket. It goes like this right here. And then you're going to fish the bolt through. And then right there. So it's going to look like that inside the truck once it's there. You got that bolt right there with the washer, that big aluminum spacer, and then behind it is going to fit this little adapter right here, which again didn't tell you which hole to put it in. I put it in the center hole because that seems what made the bracket more level. And then this right here goes to that T30 bolt that I removed right there, and then once it'll go in there just like that right there, kind of like a support bracket. Hey y'all, I'm back. Final video here for this, wrapping up on this, the ditch brackets from SDHQ for the 2021 Chevy Silverado Z71. It's got a pair of the Baja Designs XL Pros put on here. There's a bracket installed right there with the cowl on it right there. You kind of see how the cowl goes right through here. You can see I ended up having a notch. Sorry if I can get it right here. Notch the plastic for both the bracket. If I can see it right there, you can kind of see it. Bracket and the wire. So right there, you had to notch the bracket all the way down. Take a little chunk out of this cowl. Sorry, call it cowl. And then notch it out also for the wire here for the light. Let's see if I can see it over here better. Yeah, there you go. Kind of see the notch right there. I did. I took my time with the notch. It's actually kind of like a rubber plastic, so it's kind of rubbery. The weird thing is like, so the bracket's got, sorry if I can get this right here, it's got 2 holes underneath it right here. There's a hole here, and then there's a hole here. But in my personal preference, I like the light better this way than more out that way. So I put it in here. However, with this style of light, I cannot put the antenna back on. A little disappointed by that. I'm also a little disappointed that I had to actually, you know, trim some plastic out of the cowl. I'm not a big fan of trimming things on the truck or anything like that. So, I mean, whatever. I mean, it is what it is. I think I would have liked the brackets that SDHQ normally produces that come out the hood, but for whatever reason, this is where they decided to mount these brackets at right here. But all in all, I mean, it turned out great. Good solid mount, definitely good solid mount right there. Even for the size light I have on it right now, I want to say this is about the maximum size light I think they recommend for these brackets. I'll put some anti-theft Baja designs on it right there. You can see here too as well. Keep something from stealing them, I guess. Bring it here to the other side too as well, because that side I did something a little bit extra too for the driver's side. Driver's side was a little bit different. Mounted these, you know, obviously mounted the same way and everything like that. Of course, still had to trim the cowl piece right there, and for that and the wire too. But I also added a radio mounting bracket for it, which is pretty cool. I'm trying to remember the name of the company. Rago Fabrications or something like that makes this radio bracket right here for like radios in case you do some off-roading or whatever, talking to a buddy of yours or whatever. So I mean, it don't look that bad, but that's it. It's all in there good. It's been on there for about a month now, and they, like I said, they're really sturdy. I don't see them bouncing around at night or anything like that. No vibrations from what I can see, but that's it, y'all. Later.